to another edition of Amped, where the only thing amplified are the biomes. Otherwise, this is just a nice way to cure insomnia. Anyway, we're starting here underneath the house way up there. And we're going to go on a little bit of an adventure, because what I like to do off camera is dig more tunnels and make more stairways to get from point A to point B, because in the world of Amplified, it's really hard. Anyway, while we're heading there, you will see that I did expand the fence around the Enderman shelter. And since I've also done that, I've also expanded the dirt barrier going around it, as well as making the physical connection between said Enderman shelter and the mainland. So now Enderman can successfully either teleport directly up to the fence or towards the Enderman shelter, where I can gain some easy points. I now currently have 4 Ender Pearls. Not shown because we're doing this little sidetrack adventure is I finally made a bucket, so that lava pit that's back here, let's see if... oh, there it is. Right there, you can barely see it. We can turn that into obsidian at any point. Anyway, usually when I go adventuring out and making new trails, I spend maybe a couple of days off camera doing it, and then that'll be enough. But this one became a huge project, and we're gonna sort of maybe finish it, or at least to the next area of interest, should we say. So this was the next point of interest. If you remember, over in that general direction, on the same side of the world, was a village that we found. We made safe. But this time we're going that away. So first, we made this little bit of a trail, and it goes through mountains because it's a lot easier than merely just pillaring up and making ladders everywhere there is a steep hill. Plus it makes getting around a little faster if you tunnel around, kind of on a higher plane. Anyway, we made a checkpoint over here where we could grab some stuff if we needed it. We don't really need too much of this, so And while we're at it, while exploring, oh, of course, Cloud has to be in the way, is we dug a tunnel through that big hill, which goes to the top, and which you cannot really see except for a tiny piece right there, is a floating island, and we built a thick bridge that joins that hill to that floating island, which is the second base, and here it comes right now into view. As you can see, I made it thick so it sorta is somewhat believable in terms of being able to support itself. But then again, nothing says realism like a giant boomerang shaped cobblestone walkway anchored to an island that floats in midair. And you can kind of see that there you go, right there. You can see now it's a floating island. Anyway, we're gonna go there first, splat. And where a trail has been successfully marked, that'll be the next thing we'll do. I've already made half of that trail anyway. Is we're gonna go to that shelter because it's getting a bit... you have half the day's almost gone, and we don't want to set ourselves up for failure. Plus, we need to wrap up a couple things that I'm forgetting to do. Okay, well, before we go, let's just see if there's any... nope, that's just a waterfall in the middle of nowhere. I was gonna say if there was any sand, because one of the things I wanted to do is bring some sand from the beach, just 6 pieces, but I foolishly did not bring any. So much for that. So here we are, we're tunneling through that really tall hill that we were just looking at, and here we are at the very top. And over here is that really thick walkway of believability attached to an island that is floating in midair, which is pretty much contradicting the concept of realism, but that's what makes Minecraft special. And a lot of people tend to like these larger floating islands. If you watch my show, School of Hard Knocks, my main house is built on a fairly substantial island. I don't even think it's as big as this one, but there you go. Don't look, it's a long way down. Anyway, this is another checkpoint, and I've built this shelter, which, this is why I forgot the sand, because it kind of needs some windows. Anyway, another thing I did was, as I was setting up, ready to record the show, I killed quite a bit of, I'll just take along that much right now. We'll store the rest. Maybe we'll store this egg while we're at it. And we'll store that, and half of that. Okay, what did I just do? Oh, I split the stack and then I put it all back together with each other. Nice job. Anyway, we'll keep that. Our extra tools. Too bad none of it is dirt. There's the sun getting ready to set. And remember that tunnel we were pointing at before? I'm not going, terribly far over the edge. Nice jump. Is right in there somewhere. Yeah, I think it might be somewhere in that general vicinity right there that I'm pointing. Tunnel goes under the ground. Eventually, it slowly climbs upwards. So, because a lot of the ground is between, let's say, 70 to 100 blocks high in terms of from the 0 point, which would be the lowest form of bedrock. And somewhere out there, it does actually break on through after I've made quite a few changes in terms of elevation. Alright, it's a little too dangerous to go now. So what I'm going to do, just for a moment, is cut the camera. And when we come back from a good night's sleep, yeah, like that matters. They got open windows. Anyway, after we come back from a good night's sleep, we'll continue the video. Good morning. That was actually pretty quick. So what we're going to do now is head towards that tunnel. And you can see that's not really as far as it looks. As we head down this stairway right here, I see it all the time. Okay, there it is. I was going to say, I see it all the time, and this time I'm not going to pick up on it. That's where we entered, and there's the bridge that goes through that system right there. And right in that little corner is where that large expanse of fairly open land is, where the Enderman shelter is. And the house is just off camera. So anyway, made this path, and it's not going to take all that long to get there from here. It's not all that long off. Alrighty. So the whole idea is to explore other land, and this overly amplified, what do you call it, birch forest has a lot of really, really steep hills. A little too steep for comfort. So what we do is we're pretty close to it. Is at reasonable levels. We just burrow a tunnel through the ground. However, it seemed every time I was getting close to the top of the world, I'm just a block or two or maybe a few away, because I could hear animals above, but then they'd fade away. So that's when I started putting these steps in to step up the height of the tunnels. Then it ultimately did come out here towards a cave. That's when I saw that there was land up here, made this stairwell. Then it's just another tall island, which I then bored through again. This time the animals were getting closer in terms of sound, so I then spaced this out every 15 or so before it steps up. Then comes stutter. Then came clearance. Although I don't like how dark it is over there. So what I'm going to do is just plop a few torches in. Alright, okay. I'm moving the scroll feet. Scrolling, what we should do is scroll when we do that. Noble concept. Okay, that'll just keep things well enough. I mean, it's not perfect, but lights up most of what we need. Anyway, we started blazing a new trail, or brazing, whichever. And instead of pillaring up and down all the time, we cut into the hill, or we make little stairways out. And what I did was I cleared trees where I wanted to make a path and leave torches, so we know which way is the right way. And over here, I'm just gonna hand dig this out. I just need 6 pieces. There we go. That's for the shelter. So I forgot to build a boat. I'm not gonna worry about it. I decided at this point, follow the river. As you can see, I made a tall beacon so I know where it is. And a torch there and a torch there so I can see in the dark where the entry point is there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go up here, and maybe if we can run. Okay. Now I'm not 100% sure how safe these birch hills are, and what I'm trying to do is move things along a little bit. There's the magic 4, which is when you eat a beef patty of any kind. As if you're not in dire need, 4 replenishes. Alright, that was good enough. But every now and then, I'll take a piece of land like that and run along it. That way we can shorten the time here. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. We're almost where we're going to be right now. So, yeah, right there is a covered forest, which I did blaze a trail. That's just a matter of, okay, that was, clipped it. Well, that didn't work. Just trying to get a running start. Anyway, I started building a trail. Then I had issues with creepers and other wonderful lovelies. Anyway, similar to back there, I made a trail by leaving torches. In this case, I left them on the sides of the trees and on the ground. There's one there, and there's one there. This is our trail. Pull out the... Okay, I do have the sword out. indicates a trail, and all this damage, wow, quite a bit of it. There's a lava flow over there somewhere. So we're just gonna follow it. It takes a weird turn there. Past the rose bush. And we got Mr. Skeleton. Hi, Mr. Skeleton. You die. That's what happens when you try to hurt me. Anyway, we came to this point where I sort of terminated. It is, I was building this walkway, and because of the girth of these trees, I decided to make a cobblestone walkway along the very tops of the trees, which, considering if a tree had a trunk this big in the real world, it is very plausible to have a cobblestone walkway bridging between the gaps of these trees. The whole objective is I found that plains area and I want to get there. And we are getting very close. So that's our next objective, is we're going to try and get there. Now, I'm not going to bore you with the entire project. That is not my thing. This overrun is just so it hits a stump. Yeah, just to make it a little more believable. And of course, I want to tread carefully. I'm not going to bore you with this the whole time. Let's see, is this going to be enough to physically reach over here? No. So then it's going to hook into here so it looks like it's physically supported. Then follow this hill into the trees, into the plains. See, I brought some extra cobblestone. The sun is setting. That is not good for me. So what I'm going to do is, when it is time to, because there's just too much going on right now, is okay, so this was where we anchor in. Perhaps we can do this. I do not know. Okay, that just gives it some believability that this truly can exist. There we go. There we go. I'm going to put a torch in each corner just because I can. And we'll just dig away this. Alright. Now give us a believable support system right there. And what I'm going to do, because like I said, there's just a little too much risk involved, is I may or may not I'm gonna pause the video, and when we come back, I'm gonna have a little more of this built and we'll take it from there. Meanwhile, I'll just do the chicken way out and pillar up so I can't get hit by anything, because last time I did this I got blown to bits. Don't want that to happen again. There we go. I'll be safe. And we will make our way to that bit of plains, if it even is worth doing. Well, we're still gonna do it. Okay? See you soon. Okay. While nighttime was hitting us yet again, remember that burnt out section I sort of shown you? Well, here it is, and we're on the other side, and here's that lava pool that started everything. Anyway, while the night was going away, I didn't really have to block this off. I just did it to impede the monsters slightly if they were needed. Anyway, I came in this way. Was just boring a hole. Then decided I saw that cave. Let's go down. So we did, and this was it. So then I bored down a little more. Then I saw this. And I thought, hey, cool. And this is all it was. We do have a nice little source of coal here. That's good. So to kill more time, I'll just fill this void in. That's a probable place for a monster to show up. Anyway, so then I started doing that. And that's when we got to the point we're at now. So we got some more cobblestone. So what we're going to do now is head on out. We're not going to head out that way. We're going to head out this way. Now I believe there's still a creeper around because I saw one before I started recording this. I'll just put a torch right there just so I remember where it is. Okay, there we go. Run through the wreckage. And somewhere in here should be our torch path. Hey, more arrows for me. That's good. And we should run when... And suddenly I lost complete control of this game. Alrighty. I don't know what happened there, but game kinda went nuts. Now I can't quite remember exactly which way the torch path went. There it is. Alrighty. Now we're sort of heading in the right direction. And run. So we did get a little more of this path done. Off camera. We are getting very close to... Come on. See, we're getting very close to our objective. In fact, so close we almost could touch it, but didn't. So what I'm going to do is cut the camera one more time, and when we come back, we should start exploring this very soon. Okay, wasn't that long. We were right about there. Made the turn. Made the bridge a little wider so it had a believable little support within that tree over there that it just barely missed the trunk until I did that. Then it'll climb up to just go along the top of the trunk there, and here we are. And so we can see home base again, well, sort of the direction back home. Here's the point. And here we are. And I have a feeling that this is not going to be a very long adventure. So, yeah. I saw this plane and stutter, 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 stutter. And we're down to a mere 30 frames a second while recording. There you go. At least 60 is better than 30. So, there's nothing... Doesn't appear to be much of anything in this microscopic little plains area. And for some reason I got flowers where food should be. Right now I'm just gonna whittle away at the rotten flesh just to get rid of it and prolong the food source just that much longer. This is it. This is what I worked so hard to get at. Oh, is there more there? And stutter. It appears there's no more planes that way. But I'm not sure about this way. So let's see what we got over here, and let's just mow down some more of this stuff. Oh, there is more planes. Or there are more planes. Okay, what I see here is an opportunity. Okay, we need to jump. I'm just gonna start blazing a trail because I think I see another plane, or another plane section. This shouldn't take very long. It doesn't seem to be a very big section of trees, so we ought to be good. And just smash our way through this set right there as such, and we should grab the right implementation of choice here. There we go. Yes, I see it's getting dark, and oh boy. And this is kind of in the way, so let's get rid of it. So what I'm going to do is right here, place another pillar. There, that way we can kind of see where it goes. This is kind of somewhat obstructed. So it's another night that I gotta try and... oh boy, even better. Here comes the rain. Let's see what we can do here. Alright. I'll just come back when it gets more exciting. Alrighty. Little monster fighting and clearing out the way to the next section of plains I found. Trees are still decaying over here. It's becoming a slow process because the game is starting to lag out again, which is quite common. Alright, let's see what we got here, if anything of value. Oh, looks like we're being shorted again. Okay, there's where we were. There's the beacon. There's the two other beacons. There's some more planes that go way up. Although I think that, yeah, that turns into something else, because planes generally do not have trees. So I see nothing over here. I was right over here and I didn't bother going up to see if there's something outcropping in this direction. And hit too many buttons. Okay, sword please, thank you. Alright, now if I could just hit the right buttons, I could climb this hill and see that planes pretty much come to an end. And big lag spike there. Never mind stuttering. And another one right there. So what I'm going to do is right here. Stutter, stutter, stutter. Yep, we're here. Yep, we're struggling just to play the game. I am literally down to 3 frames per second on a computer that's plenty capable of doing more than 100. Right now I'm getting a $1.20. And now I'm in the low hundreds to 90s. So there's no real reason why we should have struggled like that. I know the amplified biomes can take a little effort, but that was just a bit much. Okay, we got a way down, which is good. We like that. And we change weaponry, which I did not ask for. Might as well get something out of this disaster. Alright, anything over on this side? Or did I just completely waste my valuable time and effort? I think it's the latter. Yep, we gotta move. Well, that just plain old stunk to high heaven. Went all this way, and for what? Just jump in this tree, see if there's any more. No, that's... And... dead again. 6 frames per second and staying put. There we go. And, boy, it's really having a hard time here. Look at that, 0. And 12:51. Okay, now we're starting to get back into normal territory. Alrighty, it's getting dark again. Yay. Okay, I think we can kill that. Oh goody. Already getting zombies, and this touchpad does not want to turn. Alrighty. Wasn't that excitement? Enough fun and excitement for one person. I think so. So let's see if we can get back to our secondary base. So that's the hope. If it's too much, we're just going to have to pillar up, which I know it's kind of the coward's way out, but it's also the only way out without getting creamed senselessly. So here's our little moment of excitement is, can we get from point A to point B in the dark? Which I must say is extremely difficult to do. And we're avoiding everything because if we hit one of them, every single one that could possibly try and find us will... Oh look, creeper in the way. No, you don't. Alright, move. Through the twisty turns and the treetops, which make it a little easier to navigate. We best get ready to eat soon. So once we get to the water, we will be safe. Hi, creeper. Yay! Alright. I know there's more river. We can go explore a little more of it at some point, but that'll be some adventure for another time. So right now, let's just concentrate on getting back home if we can, or at least to the secondary base of operation. Yes, the swim is fun. Okay, maybe if I double tap the right button, maybe he would run instead of do random jumping. Good job on my part. Oh, look, a creeper. Right where we don't need him. Let's see if we can get by. Good, he doesn't see us. That helps. Okay, next up is this little piece of land here. This little piece here. And this section here. Go. Go! Damn, run! Okay, get out of my way. Well, that's a little something at least. Alright, up. And over. Actually, if we just run along here, we should be able to get to the next part. Here we are. Now we just gotta safely make it. Hey, at least a tunnel system. Tunnel system will be very easy from there. We're very close to it. Here comes a zombie. So him and all his brethren don't come and get us. We will just simply go right by. Make the very long... Oh boy, the suspense. Because you never know what's on the other side. I think we're good. Worst case scenario, we block ourselves in. I know how completely unprofessional that is, but sometimes that's just the way we gotta do it. And run. And run. And run. Alright, right about here, we'll just... Almost, we gotta really look before we leap. Hey, that worked. I don't know what went wrong there. And here comes a creeper. And we're gonna run up the stairs. Good job. And we're gonna run up the stairs. And we're gonna run up the stairs. Oh boy. Enderman right there. Oh, skeleton right there. Move, 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 move. Oh, great. We looked at him. Not good. There's no way we're gonna go up there with an Enderman chasing us. Nope, not gonna happen. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not in a good position right now. We'll come back in a minute. Alright. If it wasn't for the Enderman, I would have continued. You can see that the world's regenerating. That's because there was something I want to watch on TV, so I had to. So I paused the computer, shut it down. Didn't think I saw you, did you? Oh, crap. Good enough. Bounding box, people. Alright. And stuck. There we go. Come on. Let's just get to the top of this thing. Ah! Damn. Well, at least it didn't blow up here. That arrow's still stuck in the stairs. Alright, we want to finish up this structure. So, let's go and take care of that. And there should be some finished food in the oven. Or I have the food with me that goes in the oven. It goes something like that. Anyway, let's just make a few more torches because we can. There we go. And put these trees away. We'll take the flowers with us back home. Actually, what I want to do, well, now I'm letting it. I wanted to put the sand in first so we can make the windows, but well, that just kind of fell apart. Oh, look at that. We got a whole section of island we didn't look at. Not going to go much further down. So that's that much. I don't know if I'm going to keep these trees or take them all down and fence this whole thing in, fence in the walk so I don't fall off, eat some pork while we're at it. Well, too much. Oh well. So what we want to do now is get those 6 pieces of glass done. Almost half the day is done. This is not exciting. I'm going to pause, come back, and when everything's all cooked and ready to go, we'll finish this up. Alright, that was only about a minute or so, but still, nothing thrilling. We got our 6 pieces for 16, and that should do more than enough to fix this. We'll keep the spare pieces here just in case a creeper comes along and blows up. Oh, there won't be any extras. Hey, perfect. Okay, that's just running because there's extra fuel. Alrighty. That's all done. So now we're just gonna head back home and take care of some other things. Now that we got our alternate shelter all fixed and ready to go. So maybe next bullet point when it's done off camera is maybe put railings on the side of this thing. Interesting. That never disappeared. Oh well. I think what I'll do is flatten out this a little bit because I don't think I want to keep jumping over needless mounds of dirt just to make it over to the stairwell over there. Can I go one more deep without... Oh, even though if I actually did hit some... if I hit rock, that wouldn't be a big issue. This will make getting there just that much easier. And we can take care of other things, like... there's the rock we were thinking of probably hitting. There goes that shovel. Let's take our last one. Not quite as fast, but does the job. And this will be as far as we'll take this. Yeah, we got quite a bit. There, so now we just jump over one. Good enough. That's one piece we don't have to worry about getting stuck on anymore. So let's run. And maybe let's run. Hitting the run button. Hey, there's a creeper. Hi, creeper. Ooh, two. Oh, no, you don't. Oh, you did that time. Oh, crud. Not good. Not good. Oh, he dropped the gold bar. Oh, I just barely lived. On the plus side... And I'll just use some cobblestone because it's probably going to be a blast zone. Yeah, potential war zones. Okay, jump. Here we go. Potential war zones we cover up. Come on, Skelly. I'm still a little... okay. Good enough. Alright. Where did I wind up all of a sudden? You know, I thought this came right out to a tunnel that I made. And guess what? I was wrong. Oh boy, did I just get myself in a bad spot here? There's where I want to be, right over there. But I'm over here. And over here is not over there. And the sun's going down. That's even worse. Now the fun part is finagling our way down without getting killed. Take another small hit here. Eat another piece of food. Yeah, this is going well. That looks nice. But we're interested in getting over there. We could take a small hit here. Oh, there's no small hits. Oh, well, we can hit the tree. But I want to wait for the... I just want to wait for the... health to go up a little bit. There we go. I might just pillar up at some point. Or dance across the top of the trees. Provided we can do this successfully here. Okay, this is the part where we move. So far, so good. And we're not terribly far from safety. But we're also not all that far away from danger either. Okay, up there. So we're almost back home. Oh, that might be too far. No, it ain't. Good. And, okay. Gotta move. Move, move, move. Don't want to stand around. No, I don't want to stand around. Okay. I've shown you pretty much everything there is. Now let's see if it's safe to be around this pillar, because there's stuff there I think I took with me. Just want to be absolutely sure we're safe. We are. Let's grab the coal. Let's grab more wood. Get rid of that. This. That. This. Let's beeline home. Once we hit this door, we're pretty much golden. Or maybe we can hit the Enderman shelter. Hey, look. Chunks that don't render. Nice. And move. Gonna ignore the creepers for now. Gonna run. So right now the thing we want to do is get to safety, which we pretty much have, because here comes the home stretch. Lights. Alrighty. We've made it to the lights. So in spite of some rocky starts, and some rocky moments in general, we set out what we were going to accomplish. Although I could just go. Like that. I don't know if it's a quote-unquote feature, again, like the inability to type a key and then use a mouse button right away, which I overridden that little feature. Another one is I can't hit both mouse buttons at the same time. So I can't jump. My right mouse button is jump, and my left one is attack. Now the thing I'm doing here is looking for Endermen. And one of the things I want to do is ultimately fill up this whole entire water system. That way we'll have plenty of land for an Enderman to come in. Summon the guy, come over, get some more Ender Pearls. It's a thing of beauty. And some creepers. Let's actually run when we double tap. Oh, that's horsey. I don't like your timing. And this one. What more can we get? See, we went that way over there. If we went that way, or should I say over there where those beacons are, that would be the way to the village. Although I think it would need to be modified a little bit because... Concentrating here. Would have to be modified a little bit because of... I was able to come down that way with the horses. Or too many of you guys. But you know what? I always keep forgetting I have a crossbow and I can use it. Yeah, you moved. Now we got a witch. We're hitting a spider instead of the witch. Seems it's kind of quasi-random as to whether or not it hits. Well, it was enough to do the job. See if we got any arrows. Ooh, another bow. Chainmail. Okay, run the player. Okay, why are we not aiming for the monster I was aiming for? Want to be sure we're safe. Ooh, more armor drops. Alright, we need to get rid of something. Well, I think what I'm going to do is get rid of dirt, but I'm not going to simply get rid of the dirt. I'm going to add a little real estate to this world, get rid of some dirt patches that way. And a little haphazard, but it does its job. Let's stay still. I don't trust you. Okay, let's see. what one thing do we want if we can still get it? Armor drops are always nice. But I want to add a little more real estate here. Seems rather trivial, but like I said, the more real estate we can add, the more months, the more area that a Enderman can spawn in, and more chances we can get ourselves some more Ender Pearls that are still needed. We've still got the enchanted bow. Nice. Yeah, it's something. And the creeper's still there. Oh no. Yeah. That was not supposed to happen. Alrighty. Yeah, normally I fill these voids in with cobblestone, then the last layer with dirt, but you know what? I just want to get this done. That'll just make the transition a little easier. Thought I saw another one, but I didn't. Thank goodness. So we don't have too much time left, which is okay with me. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to finish up here. Yeah, I only got 10 more pieces, so I'll just fill that much in. Alright. I know it hasn't been the most exciting episode ever. Well, are any of them actually exciting at all? Not really. Anyway, when we come back, we'll be back home right up there. Alright, we're back home. I don't know if I showed this to you or not in the last episode, but I forgot to put doors on the bedrooms up here, and we did. Still, the only one that's furnished is the one that I sleep in. The one with the attic access. We got a little more stuff we can put away, like iron bars and ore. Got one right there. Gold bars. Do you have any TNT and redstone? Yes, we do. Although it's gunpowder, but that can be TNT eventually with some sand. Cobble and regular stone. Yeah, we got some cobble, but we could use it for another project. Wood-based, most definitely. We got, I'm going to put the stuff up there. And the timer's done. It's running a little long because I forgot to start the timer when... Okay, potions and brewables. Do we have anything in here? No. Flowers and plants. Why, yes we do. So we have those. And I'm just looking to be very sure that I got everything I need. And we come back down the attic. One of these days I gotta furnish these things. Because that's one bedroom. It's raining. This is another room. I don't know what I'll make it. There's a bedroom here. Same on the other side. It's symmetrical. And this is just a pass-through to get to the stairs. Yeah, and I finally figured out how to place the this one painting to make the TV look like it's actually on. I have to aim for this square right here. Oh, you know what? I didn't put away everything that I wanted to put away. Oh, look, sand. You know what? We're going to take some of that and put it in the TNT space. Because I forgot to put some stuff away in the armor department, and we're going to end it upstairs in the master bath bed. Yeah, the room that you sleep in. More of that. And what I'll do is I'll just make a bunch of these. That should do for now. There we got that going. And get a Power 1 bow. We can stash that away for now. Keep that one. Armor drops. Got another one of those. Alright. Put those away where they belong. Yeah, this is running a little longer than expected, and so now we have the chest where we can put this stuff. Gold, put there. And I think that'll do. Yeah, right around here would be a good ending spot. Turn this way and hit F5 a couple of times. And that'll be this exciting, well, maybe not so exciting episode of Amped. Yeah, some struggles along the way. And yes, some amateurish pillaring up because I just didn't want to die. And these amped biomes, it just tends to end that way. Church of 551 saying, hope you enjoyed, and have a good one.